Aquarius, let's clear some smoke. Going to take a look at the overwhelming energy surrounding. Do they miss you? And this person you find yourself in separation from. Let's hop right on into it. Divine, may I have 3 best cards for the energy surrounding. Do they miss you for Aquarius, please? 3 best cards. Challenges. Vacation. Communicate. Okay, let's see here. Feeling like this is going to be a message about a long distance relationship or something involving long distance between you and the person that you're here to get some clarity on. So mental space is challenges, make a decision, work on inner healing. And this feels like, Aquarius, this is about you deciding whether you're going to really invest and make your attempt to go all in on this connection, and really take things more seriously. Yeah, vacation at the center. You will be traveling soon. So the two of you all may have been talking about getting together, meeting at a point, or, taking a trip together, or going to visit, either way, and trying to get some actual face-to-face time, be in each other's presence for a time period. So it looks like that's what you're trying to work out in the environment at this time, getting your schedules together. And then you have communicate, compromise, forgive, and work it out. So there may have been an instance in the past as to trying to get this vacation situation going, because it's at the center, and flanking it, the energy flanking that is challenges and communication. So perhaps you've made a few attempts to get this done before, or make arrangements to see each other, and something keeps coming up, and that is and it's not communicated in a timely fashion. It may have been on both sides at this point, but we're going to get into the details. Like, for instance, perhaps, you thought you were going to be able to hang it and swing things, but something came up and you had to cancel at the last minute. It could have been something with work, could have been finances, could have just got cold feet, and decided it was too soon to be trying to do that type of energy with each other, having sleepovers out of town, especially. And that's smart because, times are... That's smart, especially if I'm getting that energy of, if you're not going to be able to get your own arrangements, and you were going to stay with the person, you're like, I didn't really know you like that, and so yeah. And there was some hesitation there. So all right, so anywho, y'all know the drill. Deep breaths, focus your energy, open mind, open heart. Let's get ready to receive. Divine wants you to know. Okay, so we have 5 of Swords in reverse. Divine, may I have... Okay, never mind. Thank you. 10 of Wands. 2 of Wands in reverse. 3 more cards, please. 9 of Wands in reverse. 6 of Pentacles upright. Too many. Just one more, please, Divine. Like the details here. A lot going on. That makes sense for the communication. How this deck is jumping. Okay, let's see, darling. Let's hash it out. My lovely Aquarius. Now, why is the word enchantress coming to mind? That's an interesting descriptive. So, Five of Swords in reverse. At the heart of things, you do not feel like this person is trying to gain some type of advantage, or they're withholding truth from you. in your gut. You don't doubt that what they've said to you or who they are, who they present themselves to be, is an honest account. Okay, so it's not anything dealing with you having doubt that this person is available and into you, etc. There's been certain things that you guys have been doing that has pretty much shown that this person is actually available, and they've been emotionally available to you. So they're available actually in terms of them being single and available to connect in a deeper way, as well as them being emotionally available to you as well. And I'm also hearing emotionally intelligent. So there is a certain level of safety, safe energy you feel with this person. The Ten of Wands to the Two of Wands in reverse. There is, though, a challenge in terms of some type of fear of possibly the fantasy being shattered by you guys actually attempting to meet and get face to face. And that could be why there is this cold feet. Because if you have an ideal thing like a pinship, or it used to be called a pen pal way back in the day. But if you have had such a wonderful digital relationship thus far, where you've been it's normal, it's not anything that's like out of place, it's always it's really good, like you're not, it's not a love bombing type of thing, it's not over communication where you just saturated with each other and you're constantly talking and doing all of that. It's a normal setup and connection. You call each other a couple of times a week, you FaceTime each other a couple times a week, or you do a video call, or and you text normally. It's not something where it's like you're prioritized that you're in a relationship, like you're my boyfriend, girlfriend type of thing. It's not like that. You definitely like each other. You definitely have interest in each other, but you also are you communicate responsibly. Like you don't set things up in this unrealistic way of you guys being. There's no danger of you guys thinking, well, that's my girlfriend, that's my boyfriend, etc. It's not that. You definitely like each other, but you're not making any promises that you're unable to keep, because you guys have not actually met face to face as of yet. And so things are great on paper, but you will know when you actually spend physical time with each other. Because right now you can create, and this person can be anything you want them to be. But when you meet face to face, the energy, the vibe is different. Okay. Interesting here. You want to make, is the energy going to commingle, the physical energy going to commingle, as well as you do have a meeting of the minds. Okay. The Two of Wands being in reverse, and that would indicate what we're talking about. You're definitely, neither one of you have put yourselves in the partnership space yet. It's there, it's reserved. You're thinking about it. You want to put these in the upright, but the challenge is that you're not able to spend time face to face. And both of you probably have admitted to each other that you've never done a true and real long distance relationship. So you're just trying to, it's in a sketchy ground for both of you. You know what I mean? Because you're both probably very much about being in physical contact with your person or your partner. The Knight of Wands being in reverse, there's a lot of repressed passion, lustful desire for each other. It is tamped down, particularly by you. As well as this person is also trying to be as respectful as possible, because again, you guys don't want to lead with the lustful and heavy nature of your sexual desires for each other. You both see this is energy of a very mature connection, in terms of, you have a difficulty of having distance, but you're keeping it mature. Maybe y'all have watched a lot of those documentaries, honey, the Tinder swindler and all that type of stuff like that. So you're like, hey, no, we're not doing that. But you all connected in a way. And it doesn't feel like it may not have been like the conventional way of a dating app or something like that. Maybe something you guys connected differently. Now, could be a situation of where you guys work remotely, and you all have built a bond in a relationship over time, right? It became outside of Slack or Microsoft Teams, and y'all started texting each other, and you exchanged information and numbers, and then things kind of happened, and y'all started talking about normal stuff, and then it just grew from there. It doesn't feel like the conventional swipe left, swipe right type of thing. Doesn't feel like that. Feels like it started with a good foundation, something that mattered between the two of you guys, and you grew to like each other because of all the respect that's here. It's very careful. It's very well thought out. Especially with this Knight of Wands being in reverse, like mutually, you don't want to try to, because you got to stay professional too. Okay. Six of Pentacles in the Moon card. So the Six of Pentacles is really wanting to have an equal, giving everything an equal, fair and share, of trying to give to each other and really be fair to each other and see what can really grow. But the Moon card is here is trying to figure out how that's truly going to work with the distance involved. So let's see how this is affecting you personally, babe. May I have 6 cards, Divine, for how this is affecting our Aquarius personally? Three of Wands in reverse, Lovers, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Cups in reverse, the World card, and the Devil. Yeah, you guys are doing really big things, restraints in terms of trying to keep the romantic edge, keep that sword in the sheath, right? Like, it's definitely there. You guys have playful banter and flirtation and, you know, all of those things. You know, somebody kind of pushes the envelope a little bit here and there when you're talking. But again, there is that bit of nervousness because you're in a professional, because that's the best examples coming through, is that this is a professional environment. And that's the reason that you guys are at distance. There's some type of remote work. And so, or remote situation where it's a professional environment. And you guys are, that is the, that's your baseline. And so you have to respect that at all times to make sure that you remain professional and don't make it into something that could, you know, make things difficult for you guys. So it's very important that you guys respect those boundaries of your work life or your professional relationship to each other. The Three of Wands in reverse with the Lovers card upright, then the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So the feelings, though, are growing in the proper way because of you guys are using so much discipline. It's not restraint. It's just discipline. It's not a denial of feelings. It's not since you're not denying how you feel, it's not taking the form of lust. It's taking the form of healthy desire and romantic energies. You know, like, I really like this person. They really, they're so respectful, and the person flirts in a very like vanilla way, like if your parents were around and they said something about you being attractive, it's the kind of thing that, is good in the light and you wonder, and I wonder what they like in the dark. It brings about a healthy inquisitiveness and mystery between the two of you guys to unwrap that present. But there is also a healthy amount of respect here too with this Queen of Pentacles, of how you're exalted to this person and how they see you, not only in terms of their romantic desire and energy towards you, but as well as how you're looked at in terms of the workspace and professionally. They also see you at that, because the Queen of Pentacles is the ultimate partner in any environment, in any kind of connection. The Lovers card being here is a very beautiful energy of like. You guys meet in so many different ways. You have a lot of common interests with each other, and you also pique each other's interest, even if you're sitting on polar opposites or different sides of the aisle. The way that the two of you all can converse about things is also super sexy and attractive, because it allows you to open up and think. And it's not, you don't, even if you're in opposition, or you disagree, it's still a place of where you understand why, and it's respectful. So it's really good. You guys have a lot of good, it's a good foundation. This Three of Wands is where this person, and where you're not, if you did have someone else that you were romantically interested in, you're no longer looking towards the horizon. Like that door is kind of closing, because you may be in a stage of where you don't really want to date. You know what I mean? Not necessarily that you're sour on dating. You're just kind of exhausted by it. Maybe the dating pool in your area is just like, it's tepid. You know what I'm saying? A little limp. Like, yeah, no. I mean, for what you want to do, it's just, you've had a couple swings at bat. You're like, every time I come to bat, I strike out. I'm like, and you just say, I'm not, this town is dead. Right. And you just decide, you hold it in, you just like, no. But this person just consistently meets the mark. Okay. With no force, you don't feel like they have ulterior motives, none of that. It's just, there's no shadies going on. It's just like you have interest in each other, and it's growing. It's not being forced. It's not being pushed. It's just growing. You guys may go days, even weeks without even speaking. You know what I mean? And it's no like, I wonder what they're doing. Da, 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 da. Of course, but when you guys get back together, all that pressure is built up, and you just like, talk, 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 talk. And they open up and they tell you what's been going on while you guys haven't been talking. And in short, I miss you and I'm sorry. It's just been so crazy, been so busy, but you guys don't have that type of tie. So it's refreshing. And so right about now, you guys may be in that period, hence this question of do they miss you? With this Page of Cups being in reverse, World card upright, and the Devil card, this Page of Cups is where you really want to reach out to them and try to, like, what's going on? And because that passion is not only about physical passion of a romantic or desirous or sexual nature, but also the desire of just being in contact and talking to them and hearing their voice or seeing their messages come across your screen. Like it's, because it's always going to be a good exchange. You guys, you always have a good conversation. So you want to reach out to them, but you don't want to be, you don't want to make it seem like, well, I'm just sitting here waiting on you to talk to me. Like what am I, some type of lame? I got friends. I got people I can talk to too. Right. But they become your friend, your special friend. And you want to know what's going on. But you also know you need to give them their time because, again, you guys have lulls. Sometimes it's on your side, sometimes it's on theirs. And that's one of the things that you appreciate the most. Now, this World card clarifying the Six of Pentacles. One of you is getting ready to take a leap of faith, meaning one person is going to take the point, take lead, and say something about moving things forward with that vacation energy at the center, because maybe you guys have been talking about you don't live that far from each other, or you have family or friends close by the areas that either lives in. And so now you kind of want to make that effort. Summer's coming and it's vacation time, and you can easily say, well, I'm coming into town for Memorial Day or the 4th. And, you got a whole little scenario that you can build and not waste and not make it all pressurized. That is the pressure is on you two meeting. It's a part of the trip. It's not the focus of the trip. Hence this World card here with the Six of Pentacles of where to be fair, that there's not this undue pressure on the both of you to try to make each other's, the pressure of, I'm only here to see you. You can make it about a part of a great trip, not the focus of a trip, right? The Devil card being in reverse with clarifying the Moon card. Yeah, they're not, everything's good. Everything's on the up and up with this person. Especially because the Devil card is the Lovers in shadow of the Lovers card. And so with this being there, you got it, Aquarius. You're reading that energy, right? Your natural aloofness for this person, though, with this Page of Cups in the reverse, they like that part. This is a person that likes to have a person with mystery here. And they know that this Devil in reverse is also the energy of you being mischievous, because sometimes you might get a little devil emoji because you know how to, you know how to talk that talk. You know what I mean? You know how to let them go to bed with some on their mind. And so they're missing you for certain. This World card here. And again, they're going to level it up. So now this person is more than likely going to be the person that comes in with the blueprint, the plan of how you guys can meet up and it not be a pressurized situation. Again, coming in town for the holiday or something else. And let's try to meet up and do this, and we can see what, finally get a chance to meet face to face, da, 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 da. But right about now, you guys do have a little bit of separation for whatever reasons. It's probably dealing with work that you guys aren't talking that much. Like maybe they have to go do some things and you know about that. Or maybe you all were on the same team, but they got changed over. And so you just don't have the reason to contact them. Like, you're not in contact with them like you used to be daily. So it's a little bit different. And sometimes there's still this awkwardness about reaching out to them personally a little bit, because you want to make sure that you don't, you don't want anything weird to come about. So being measured makes sense. But that's about to shift and change here. Looking like the energy is going to change towards, more than likely, them coming towards you. So let's see. Divine, whether they need to know moving forward. What's that Aquarius need to know? 5 of Pentacles upright. 3 of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles, yeah. So it looks like they are dealing with some separation. Something is going on, and this is why you're being left out in the cold a bit here, because they're dealing with something that they're trying to, and it looks like, and also signaling that World card here. So it's a personal challenge that they're dealing with, babe. It's not, and I really feel like you already knew that, but it's just a confirmation for you. It's not anything going on There's no pressure or anything, like maybe because again the communication has been a bit off, and you also have challenges, and that's what's going on. And right now they're processing something. Okay, and what you can do, I'm hearing, is just send up energy for the divine, for their protection, and their energy, and you may also want to go ahead and reach out a little bit, but in a way that's non you don't want to make any demands on them to return or reply. Like for instance, if you guys, what's the thing about, I have friends, honey, that I've had for years, and we don't get a chance often to really sit and talk, but we have a long conversation with via reels and memes and things of that nature. So sometimes maybe just dropping something that's an inside joke between the two of you to them, and letting them know like, hey, you're on my mind. I don't expect you to respond, but here, I'm thinking about you. And this will probably put some sunshine in their day. The community, Three of Cups, bringing things together, letting them know that you're in their thoughts, you're on their mind, and you're wishing them the best. You want to bring a smile to their day. The Ten of Pentacles is here, is where there is the growth that's here to focus on those things until you guys get back together. And again, they're going to make that offer. Okay, but this is an opportunity. Whatever's going on is going to is going to solidify what the energy is between you. There's been a bubble for a while, like a bubble that's been like, like let's say if you're texting on and you see that bubble sitting there, and it's like it's been those it's like, okay, what is it? And it's been there for a while, but now it's going to get answered, especially when you reach out to this person and let them know that they're on your mind. Like something simple, no pressure. They don't have to respond. Like I said, just maybe a meme or a reel, and something that you guys have an inside joke about, something fun, and they'll just like, oh my gosh, and they'll start, I needed that laugh, and then it'll, things will pick back up as they should. Okay, darling? All right, Aquarius, that is your message. I do appreciate your time, and remember, back then is not now. Always be in harmony with your surroundings. Stay sucker free. Peace. Hope to see you soon.